So this is a front door system of a spectacular customer of mine, one of my very, very best customers. It was getting beat to death by the sun. I mean, just the caulking, the silicone caulking and everything that was in here was just peeling out. The sun had just beat this thing to death. And so we've come in here with Kong armor, which is traditionally a deck coating, but able to withstand the sun a lot better. UV blockers, a tougher thick build coating that can protect these gaps and stuff like that a lot better, can expand and contract so it can handle the movement that the sun is putting on these areas. The trim looks very, very beautiful. We're coming back tomorrow morning because we're having some problems with the door, which is also getting Kong armor coating on it. It is not drying 100% great, and I think it's because we're dealing with a little bit of heat and it's drying ununiform. So we're going to come back in the morning when it's super cool and we're going to redo this. But you can see the damage that had taken place on the old paint system because of the sun, right? And this is something that he's trying not to replace, and that would be the ultimate thing here. Is this, I mean, other than restoring it, other than replacing that door, which would be a little costly, he's choosing to encapsulate it in elastomer, which will hide a lot of these imperfections. This will get another coat or so, and a lot of these imperfections that you see in this door will come out. But from where it was, and we'll get this door uniform tomorrow, but from where it was with the caulking and everything out of it, it all busted open and everything, it's extremely beautiful now. We got the Kong armor system to match the other wood on the outside of the house perfectly. So everywhere else there's a traditional thin residential coating, and then right here on this trim and all that, it has both elastomer caulking, which is able to expand and contract well, super adhesion, and also thick build Kong armor elastic coating, thick film, expansion, contraction ability. And that's the big difference. When we're dealing with the sun, we have to realize that eventually we're going to lose. That's just the reality of it. There's no, listen, these companies and stuff, they can tell you all the fairy tales that they want to tell you. We have UV blockers and such in Kong armor that helps, but the bottom line is it's eventually going to win. There's just no this dude up here, he is bad, dude. Let me tell you, you're talking about the most powerful force in the solar system, hands down. That's what you're talking about. And eventually it wins. The UV rays and the extreme heat and all that eventually breaks down every surface on planet Earth. What is awesome about Kong armor for decks, in this case, because he's a great customer of mine, we put it on his trim around his door. But what's great about it on exterior wood is the fact that if and when it does take on damage, it's an easily repairable system. Okay, it will take on damage eventually. I love the comments on our videos where everybody's like, oh, you know, you're ripping people off, blah blah blah. No, these coatings, these guys that think that you can coat something and that's going to be the end of it, see, their mind is backwards. Their programming is backwards. Thick build, high stretch, UV blockers, contraction ability, acrylic cross-linking. This thick build high stretch coating gives enough and contracts enough to be long lasting. And then the fact that it's easy to repair, easy to warranty, easy to service, gives us the ability to make it a lifetime system if we service it, if we back it. Okay? You will not beat the sun. Period. Don't get that out of your head. That's never going to happen. I don't care. Even if you have a composite board that's beautiful and it is the color that you want, and you know the guy, you know, the deck builder or whatever's told you it's warranted for life and it's so great. I'm coating composite now. Every day we're coating composite now. Okay? The reason why is because the sun breaks it down. And the homeowners, they get tired of how it looks with the scratches and stuff in it, pieces of it busted off and broken because the UV rays have made it brittle to where you can just grab the composite board and it snaps. You can't beat the sun. So the next best thing is thick build elastomer that's easily repaired, that can be maintained over a lifetime. That's the only option that you guys have. I try to preach this and preach this and preach this, but people, they can't grasp it in their head, right? Go to kongarmor.com, get a quote for your deck, for the trim around your door. We're coming out with a brand called Xtreme Guard, which is going to be for the exterior of houses. A little bit different of a coating. It's a thick build elastic coating. It's just not rated to walk on like Kong Armor is. It doesn't need to be. It's basically for vertical surfaces. And it has an amazingly long lifetime. Amazingly long lifespan. Also easy to service, easy to warranty, easy to service. Paint providers, painters, and you know, companies that paint decks, companies that paint houses, they're all stuck in this mode of one-off. Let me paint your house, no warranty, you'll never see me again, bye. For thousands of dollars, right? Our approach is a little bit different. Let us paint your house. Let us put the toughest coating available on earth on your house. If you have problems in the future, we'll come out and we'll warranty it. Or if it's something that you damaged, we'll service it for you, because our systems can be repaired. Even a decade or 2 decades after they're installed, they can be repaired. And this way, you never face the expense of completely painting your house again or completely painting your deck again. That's what painting should be. It shouldn't be this, I'm gonna paint your house once, you'll never see me again. You have any problems, I'm never coming back to help you. Nothing. I'm a slave to the major paint manufacturers. You get your warranty through them, not me. No. That's the wrong way. Painters back in the day, painters had their own paint systems, and they were tasked with mixing pigmentations, oils, stuff like this, and making durable paint systems. And they serviced their paint systems. If they painted a house, a couple years later the customer had problems with it, they would call that painter, and the painter would go out there and repair the problem for them. Nowadays, the painters are 1099 contractors for the large paint manufacturers, and it's about volume. It's not about quality systems, it's about volume of paint sales. When you're a 1099 contractor for a paint company, what's the goal? The goal is to sell as much paint as you can. The goal is not to have long-lasting systems that are repairable, right? We don't work for paint manufacturers. Call to get a quote, 859-815-0652. Go to the website, kongarmor.com. Be on the lookout for Xtreme Guard, for exterior, home exterior, Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Southeast Indiana. My name's Anthony Ford. I'm the #1 deck painter in the nation right now. See ya.